Good morning, and welcome to Wednesday Wisdom, October 23rd. And today we are talking about Young Living Business Builder Basics. So, to just get started, what's beautiful about our journey with Young Living, we were kind of all just chatting before I started the recording about who the individuals are that have helped us get started with Young Living, whether it was coming in because of the products and then being interested in the business opportunity and just those people that have helped us keep going over the years. I know that, for instance, Debbie, we have the same anniversary of 2008 when we started. And I think you were a little bit more further along in life. I had just started college. And so imagine moving from Colorado Springs, super healthy, kind of crunchy, outdoorsy community to Jackson, Mississippi, which is, I think at the time, like the second least healthy state in the country. And people would joke about eating fried mayonnaise balls. Cricket, I think we can hear you.
Yeah.
Yes, I can hear you.
I'm on my phone now, so
Okay. Huh.
Okay, good, good.
I had trouble with Zoom this morning, so trust me, I was glad to pop on today because I had another Zoom that would not open and work. So there we go.
Oh my goodness. Well, good old Zoom. We love it and it's challenging at the same time.
it says I can't start my video because you blocked it.
There we go. I'm going to make you a co-host and see if that works. Oh, yes, maybe.
Okay, there we go.
There we go. Awesome. Oh, Cricket. Would you like to share who some of the folks have been in your life that have been influential?
Um, well, certainly Shannon Hudson has been. Um, um, oh my gosh, I can't think of her name right now. Right underneath of Terry, in our upline, but below Terry, who was our
I'm trying to think of, okay,
Was
was
it
it
Janet McBride or
not
Janet
Janet? Was
McBride?
Janet?
it Janet
Yeah,
McBride?
Janet
Yes.
McBride. Yep.
Oh, Janet.
Yeah.
Such a wonderful
Um,
lady.
yeah, she came here a couple times and did some seminars for us. And then Debbie and I went to a weekend seminar at a place where they teach to become a naturopath. But
Okay.
you can just do like just one weekend out of all. You don't have to do all the courses. You can just do like the essential oil course. And
Okay.
so we learned quite a lot at that too. Yeah.
Very neat. Yeah. So going to those classes together with someone else was really helpful.
Yes, for sure.
And it
And
is,
certainly conventions with
yes.
Gary teaching.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, those were the best.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's funny you bring that up because I forget about being in Dallas, Texas for Gary's raindrop teaching, and I was in that room
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
$1,000. But yeah, way to go, Cricket.
Mm. So would you say that education has been such a key part of all of our Young Living journey? Not just product education, but like even some more of the nitty-gritty, like emotional, diving into how can our essential oils affect us emotionally? How do the supplements that we take even affect us emotionally over the time? Yes, releasing emotional patterns with essential oils. Such a powerful book. And so, as brand partners and as wellness coaches, like that is part of what we get to do is just be continual learners. And so, I think that today, what we're going to cover is a little bit more of the online aspect of things with the Young Living website and different resources that we have available to us. But that aspect of learning about health and all that is absolutely, I think, the biggest focus that we want to have so that we can help folks out there in the field with the products we have. And all this back end stuff can honestly be a little bit tedious and a little bit annoying sometimes. I am not the biggest fan of having to figure out email systems and taglines and snazzy marketing wording and creating graphics all the time, you know? But those are the things that then help us be able to connect with customers, potential customers, and give us that platform. So let's jump on in here because what I actually want us to do is go ahead and if you guys want to, um, you could go into your own Young Living account, but I think I can also share my screen and show some of those things too. So, when we are, Beverly and I wrote out kind of this list of basics that we want to cover today. So I'm just going to run down the list. It may not be the best order, but these are things that we felt like everybody would do well with having kind of a refresher course on. And so one of the things is when a person first is wanting to become a brand partner, all they really have to do is they have their Young Living account already, or they just recently created it and so they click on the become a brand partner, and that's how they can go ahead. And it's no money. You don't have to buy a kit or anything right now. And that is just inside of their virtual office. And actually, it's their back office, sorry, because they don't have access to a virtual office yet. So that's just in their back office, like where they go order kind of a thing. And what's nice is when there's also a button that they can click so that they can be found by others that are signing up with Young Living. So always make sure that that slider is on. And that's really important because then somebody could look up their name or somebody could look up their member number and find them. So that's good to have on. The other definitely important thing is I've had a few folks say, hey, I want to be a brand partner. They go ahead and click the brand partner. They sign their friend up in the same month and they forget to put their bank account information in there so that their check auto deposits into their bank account. So write that down as a must is just don't assume that a person knows how to do this. Young Living will bring the pop-up up so that you can see that, hey, this is something you need to do. And it lets them know that if you don't put in your auto draft information, it goes on to that card and it's like a prepaid credit card. Young Living will put it in the mail to them and so they can have access to it. But honestly, I just personally don't like using that method because then it's separate from all their other banking, you know, they're not quite sure how much is on it, all those things like that. So personally, I just say have a person choose whatever bank account they want their check to go into and do it that way. I believe that if a commission is less than $60, it becomes a credit on their account rather than them getting a deposit, you know, for it that month. Did you have something to say, Debbie? Is that correct?
I believe you're correct on that. I know Kirky could verify that, but I think so.
Okay. Okay.
I thought
So,
it was 25, but
oh, okay. Well, that would
'cause-
be something for us to look into, I guess, then.
yeah,
Okay. I don't know the exact fact on that. But just sufficient to know is if it is a small amount, then they won't see a deposit. They'll just get a credit on their account. Okay, so moving on to loyalty rewards. Now, as we know with loyalty, a person only needs to have 50 PV as their loyalty order to earn reward points, right? But as a brand partner to get full commissions as it stands right now, that person needs to do 100 PV on their order. So even though in the loyalty rewards box, it says PV-50, that's because Young Living's requirement to earn loyalty points is 50 PV. But help a person not get confused with that and think that they only need to purchase a 50 PV order. It does need to be 100 to earn full commissions. I had somebody ask me that the other day. And also, I always talk with people in the term of PV rather than dollars. Because if you add tax and shipping and they think, oh, great, my order is $102, but that includes the tax and shipping. It's not going to be enough PV, right? Or if they order something that's not full PV, then of course there's that challenge too. If somebody says, well, what's the difference between PV and dollars? I say 90 to 95% of our products are the same dollar and PV amount. It's just that things like a diffuser, some of our starter kits, things that have a lot of packaging rather than products, oils, supplements, those things won't always be full PV. Like our Pure Protein Complete, sadly, isn't full PV, but we love it, so we still get it. And I was just actually able to order Pure Protein Complete and Power Meal using reward points. Even though it's not the same PV as dollars, they let you order it. It just charges you more points. Like it charges you the full dollar amount and points rather than the PV amount. Does that make sense?
Yes, thanks for explaining that because I hadn't tried that yet. So
Okay, yeah. So even though when it's on your loyalty order or a regular order, it's not the same point value. When you use your points to purchase it, you use the same amount of points as the dollar amount of the product. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. And you can know what products are available to use points with because they have the little flag looking thing next to it. Not all the products have flags, but it sounds like they're adding more of those unflagged products to be able to use with points. So yay for that. Pertaining to loyalty orders, okay, I do recommend every brand partner be on loyalty. Why do we want that? Is just because if they forget to place an order in the month, if they forget to change their order, they're traveling, internet goes down, all sorts of things. You want to be able to make sure that they're earning a commission check. As brand partners, I recommend going into your virtual office and toward like 5 days before the end of the month, most of my brand partners have already had their loyalty orders go through. So I look at everybody and I make sure their order's gone through. There have been a few months where actually Beverly's didn't go through, and it was last day of the month at 8 p.m. And I'm like, SOS call, Beverly, get on your computer now. And she goes, thank you so much for letting me know, right? Because it's much harder to fix it after the fact. To call into Young Living and say, oh no, my order didn't go out. Can you help me with it? Can you make sure it counts for last month? The other thing is PV Assist, you guys, is so important. Who's on PV Assist? Good. Who wants to explain what PV Assist is? Go for it, Debbie.
PV Assist is a wonderful tool that when you have a regular shipment that's going out and all of a sudden it goes out of stock and you aren't checking your monthly regular order, all of a sudden they go into the PV Assist and they'll see the top 1, 2, 3 down. And I'm saying it that way because if you actually put the smallest level, like let's say Thieves waterless hand soap there, they'll add that to it. Then they'll add it. They'll just keep adding all the way down until it goes over whatever you set it at, whether it's 100 or 300 PV. It will get up to that point and help assist you with that without having to call you up and say, what do you need?
Absolutely. So good. And PV Assist is especially helpful during holiday times when people are purchasing gifts and some products go out of stock. If you want to get over that 300 PV, so you're earning all the free products for the month, be sure that your PV Assist is at that 300, just in case one of those holiday-ish products you have on there goes out of stock. Super important. Yep. Okay, we got that. Now, who's familiar with the YL Share link, Deep Link, and Wish List? These are our best friends. Let me go ahead and I will log into my account and share my screen to show us this because this will be fine to do here. These basically enable you. So with the YL Share link, that is where you can just choose one product and you create a link so that if the way that I use this, okay, is if I write a blog and I mention lavender oil. then I will actually deep link Lavender. And let's see. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so we can all see this here. Here we go. Okay, so here we are. We are just on youngliving.com and I am signed into my account right now. So if you scroll over my account and then you go down to Share YL, click on that. Here's what you're going to see is your referral link and then deep link generator. So referral link is, if you see it, it's youngliving.com/US/EN/referral/your member number. So what's cool is that this is going to take a person to what looks like youngliving.com. However, when they go to add something to their cart and check out, specifically for a brand new customer and they're setting up an account, Young Living will automatically put your member number as their sponsor and their enroller. So if you just copy this link, then you can go ahead and, paste it in an email, however you want to share it. Here's the nice thing is, for instance, I love notes. Okay. And so things like I just start a note and I have a note actually with all of my Young Living links in there. And if I create a deep link for a product, I put it in a note. Maybe you do this in a document on your computer. And then what's nice is if your computer and your phone are synced up with each other, you'll have the same document or the same note on both devices, right? And so if somebody texts you and goes, hey, I'm interested in lavender oil, you can just go into the note on your phone where you have saved the link to the lavender, deep link and go, hey, check out lavender. And so that is a great way to share it. I know I said that kind of quickly. Do you have any questions about that? And I'm actually going to demonstrate it here so that we can see because, for instance, okay, so I'll do it with lavender. So what you need to do is have two screens open, okay? So you're going to have one screen where you're searching for the products. And once you get to the page you want to get to, go up to the top and then copy it. So on my computer, it's Command C once it's highlighted. And then you go over to your other tab and you just paste the URL there. Command V as in victory. Now what's nice is you can select what sponsor and enroller you want to put in there. I always put my own, and then if I need to place the person at the end of the month, I go ahead and do that. So then when you click on generate link, here you have your link. And then it's super easy. You don't even have to highlight it. You just click copy link, it's copied, and then you go do your thing. So that is a wonderful way to use it because, like I said, put it in email, create. And so do check this out though, because it's pretty long. And so I generally don't just send this very long link to a person. Actually, you could if you're just texting because they have a question about a product. But a great way to use these is when you're creating other materials and you just take a word and you deep link it. Like click here to check out lavender oil, and then you put the link in there. It works really well that way. Yes, Debbie, go ahead and share.
So then when you're doing an article, it's better to use the deep link generator. And then when you are creating a list of different things that somebody might need to use, you use the wish list instead, because then you can pile a whole bunch of stuff in there. Correct.
Yes, yep, absolutely. You got it. You got it. And so we've covered these two things. So that deep link is just per product. The personal referral link takes them to Young Living, but has your member number embedded. Now let's do wish list. So if you scroll over my account and then you go down and click on wish list, let's see. That's funky. I don't know why I don't have any wish lists in here because I have a bunch in here. Huh. Let me refresh my screen just in case. Oh, it signed me out. Well, Now I'm signed back in. Let's try this again. Here we go. Okay, okay. So this is really fun. For instance, this orange Ningxia Zing mocktail is a really good drink recipe. And the three ingredients is Ningxia Red, Ningxia Zing, and orange. If you take a whole Ningxia Zing can, 2 ounces of Ningxia Red, and a drop of orange, that is great for one person. Or if you're hosting a party, you can split that in half and just give a person like 4 ounces of it. You can do a little less Ningxia Red if you want to be cost saving. So anyways, we've done this in one of those beautiful drink dispensers. And what we did at the most recent party is we created a cool little postcard that we set right next to the drink dispenser. And it said, if you love this drink, go to this QR code to check out the products. And no joke, it sent them right here to the wish list. So we've had 2 people from that gathering purchase these products just because they loved the drink at the gathering. Kind of neat, right? And okay, so this is, you can just put whatever products you want to in there. Now, what I'll say is, it stacks it in the order that you put it in. So whatever you want to be on top, add that last. So I added, like, I really wanted Ningxia Red to be at the top because this was kind of the headliner of the drink, right? So I put my orange, then the Zing, then the Ningxia Red. Yes, Cricket, go ahead. Did you have a question? I saw your hand raised.
Yeah, thank you. I keep trying to go into my wish list and it comes up blank. If
Ah,
there's nothing in there when you go in there, shouldn't there be something to make a wish list?
yes. And so if you don't have any wish lists yet, have you made a wish list yet?
No, and I never even heard of a wish list. And it's like you did. It when I hit click wish list, it logs me out.
Well, go ahead and try to log back in. I don't know why there's
Okay,
that little glitch, but do log back in. And
okay,
yep, so do that. And then if you see right here, kind of in the middle left where it says new list,
yeah,
that'll be the button for anybody. And what
okay,
you'll do is just type in the name of what you want it to be, create it, and then you add your products. Yep. What's fun is this can be a changing wish list. So for instance, if you share this link with somebody today, and then tomorrow you're like, oh wait, I really want to add a bottle of lemon oil to this because people need lemon too. Well, you just add lemon. And the next time the person goes to the link, it's updated with, of course, whatever's in your wish list. So it updates itself. Now to go ahead and share this, you just click on the share button. And again, you can add your sponsor and enroller and click on the generate link, and there's the link to it. And then you can click copy link, and it does that. So there we go. It's a little bit of a long list, right? Go ahead, Debbie.
It's funny how much I've actually used the wish list more than I've done the generating link. And it's hilarious because when we did that challenge a couple months ago with Beverly, and we
Mm-hmm.
were trying to create those things, once I solved that thing, I'm like creating all these different contents because when I would talk to people, I would literally send them that link. So I knew it was all taken care of. And I loved that part.
Awesome. I'm glad you've been able to use this and it's been helpful for you. So good. Okay. So any other questions about wish list? Think you guys know some good ways to use it now? Again, that link can be added to an email, a text message, or you can deep link it to whatever media content you're doing. Um, okay. Ooh, let's go to a really neat resource that Young Living has for us. And for whatever reason, for years and years and years, I never used this, but it's the Young Living blog. Because if you really don't want to create your own blog or content, or you just don't have content on something that a person is interested in, go ahead and it's youngliving.com/blog. And this is the Lavender Life. There's so many good things in here. And there's beautiful graphics as well. So if you're looking at, let's see here, just anything. I mean, they have so many different topics, so we don't need to dive into this super deep. But what is really nice is, for instance, there's this little search. It's kind of hard to see, but if you click on the search and then let's type in our most beloved thieves. Then, wow, check out all these different things that they have for thieves, you guys. This is where I've gotten a lot of recipes and things like that. There's great diffuser recipes. There's some food recipes. There's things just like how to. Let's see what they have. Okay, how to. Here we go. So there's a lot of different how-to things. Isn't this so cool? So these would be great blogs to actually just send in an email to your team. If you're thinking, I don't know what I want to create for content, or I'd rather just be a little lazy this week, or I don't have time, these are great things to grab and put into an email, because it also helps folks know that this is a resource for them, and they'll be more likely to start going to this blog as well. So there we go. Okay. So I'm going to keep moving here. Let's look at something which is, this is a little bit hard to find. But, well, nope, okay. Here's how I had to find this, because I really don't know any other way to get to this page. So I just did a search for Young Living Business and it popped up, become a brand partner. What's funky is I haven't been able to find the link on the website. You know where it is, that's awesome. But here's actually the link to it. It's the youngliving.com USEN company become a brand partner. So not that hard of a link, but I'm not quite sure where to find it. This is a great page when someone says, what do I need to know about being a brand partner? This really lines it out well. And so here's what's interesting. I believe that, ladies, if you know any about this, let me know. I think that when a person becomes a brand partner, they receive this business essentials kit for free now, because I know that we don't pay for it. Is it just something that comes in the mail? No? Do we not get this anymore?
It's digital now.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Thank you. Thank you. So if I click on Get Started, it'll take you to Welcome to YL. Okay. And then this is basically the Get Started page for start to purchase products right off. Okay. But what's neat as we keep going down here is just these things that it has to talk about, and then tools to aid your success. So it shares, about what you'll have access to: Virtual Office, YL Insights is the app, the digital library, MyYL. So this could be a page that you take someone to walk them through it. But honestly, if you have your own method of talking someone through becoming a brand partner, do that. Here's what is nice is these two links right here. The sales compensation plan is wonderful. This is actually the simplest page on the compensation plan I found. So that is why I really like this. And there's a flyer that gives similar information to this. But again, it's just a flyer and it's not as easy to navigate necessarily. but I have used this page several times, taking a person through like their basic brand partner get started type of thing. And it really describes the qualifications and things like that very well. Do you guys have any questions about this page? There's one other thing. The income disclosure statement is another really good document to use because this is one that we can use to talk about the money. When someone says, how much money can I make? You know, how much money have other people made? We want to be careful to not make disclaimer statements as if you will absolutely make this if you do this. However, if you go ahead and look at the annual income and things like that, I usually talk with a person about the average income and then go over the different ranks and then go ahead and reference the previous page that we were just on the website as far as how to reach those ranks. Okay.
Elizabeth, I'm sorry. I was playing around with that darn wish list thing. How did you get to this page?
Okay.
Where the digital stuff is?
Yeah. So let me go back one more page. So on this page that talks about the compensation plan, so we'll go back one more. So this is the brand partner page.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then if we scroll down this, then we get to the sales compensation button or the income disclosure button. You can go to either because under the sales compensation page, that's what I was saying was so helpful as far as explaining the qualifications. For instance, you know, this shows the qualifications with your levels, the amount of PV and the earnings, and the rank. So the rank of star, senior star, executive. Usually I talk with a person about executive. I just go right there and I'm like, hey, for you to reach the rank of executive, you need 100 PV with your order. Your overall group volume, your OGV needs to be 4,000. And that needs to be broken down into 2 business builder legs. Each leg needs to be 1,000. So if you think about it, if that's 2 legs and each only has to be 1,000, that's 2,000, right? But you need an overall of 4,000. So that could mean one is 3,000, one is 1,000, and you have an overall of 4,000. You could have a third leg that has volume in it. You could have a bunch of stragglers, however it looks, but that overall OGV is 4,000 and then at least 1,000 in your 2 business builder legs. And then this basically shows that directly under you, on your first level, you earn 8%. On the person under them is the second level, they earn 5%. And then level 3, 4, and 5 is your 4%. So this is what we call, oh goodness, I think it's the generational earnings. And this takes place, these percentages, the 8, 5, 4, 4, 4 takes place in month 4. Month 1, if you are the enroller for someone, you earn 50% of the PV of their order. Isn't that amazing? 50%. So if they order one of the starter kits and it's 100 PV, you automatically earn $50 of that. In month 2, you earn 25% of the PV of their order, and same in month 3. And then in month 4, it goes to these percentages that you're earning on their orders. That's where the residual income of our business comes in. And so looking here, silver, your OGV is 10,000 with 2 legs of 4,000 each. And then you have to have a PGV, which is just on your first level, you have to have 1,000. That's outside of those 2 legs. And it's the same for the rest of the ranks. You have to have 1,000 outside of those qualifying legs. For gold, it's an OGV of 35,000 with 3 legs of 6,000 each. and then moving on to platinum and so forth. So we could all get to diamond. Royal diamond, crown diamond, royal crown diamond. Okay, so let's move on to the digital library because this is a fabulous resource that we have access to as of the last roughly 2 years. They're really putting good stuff in here. So, as far as a digital library, the way to find it is when you're just on youngliving.com, best way to find it is scroll all the way down to the bottom and go under company and click on digital library. That's how I get to it. Now, what's fun is the newest stuff. Let's see. Oh, you can choose. Okay, so rather than recommended, you can do newest, oldest, alphabetical order. I'm just going to do newest because I love seeing the newest things that they have. So for instance, there's just so much good stuff back there. Anytime that they do, for instance, the resets, this is wonderful because what this is going to look like is this is a bunch of files. So I would just recommend downloading this, and it gives you the graphics, it gives you the how to run this challenge, etc. If you go to something like shareable graphics, again, this is going to be a download that has several graphics in it. I'm looking for something else. Okay, like our catalog. If you were to look at this, the funky thing you have to do is you have to copy the link and then open a new tab, paste the link, and go to it. I don't think there's any easier way to really get to the meat of an item than doing it that way. But what's fun is then you can look through something like a catalog like this. If it's just one document, it's really easy to do it that way. Now, who has taken this specific holiday thing and taken screenshots of your favorite items and shared it somehow? Has anybody done that yet? Because that's actually something we can do with Young Living. You know, they kind of have this take our stuff policy because, and granted, their logo is on things and whatnot. So it, and always giving credit to them in some way. But there's so many beautiful resources they've given us that something like what we were just looking at, that holiday catalog, you can actually, so let me see if I can do this and just show you. For instance, if you want to take this fresh aromas in the air, okay, and share this. Hey guys, this is an amazing ultrasonic diffuser, right? You would want to make it full screen so that it's larger and you're going to get really good pixels. But just for the sake of our Zoom right now, I have a Mac computer. I hit Command, Shift, and the number 4. Hold it down all at the same time and then let off. Command, Shift, 4. And then you see this little T-looking guy. And so if you just, oops, it'll go away. Okay, so if you hold the finger down and then you drag it, it does this number. And when you let go, boop, that's a screenshot. And so on my computer, it is saved in desktop. And so I just go into desktop, I name it, and I share it. And so you can share these as just individual photos, individual graphics, if you didn't want to send someone this whole document. I've done that with the other kits and other challenges and all sorts of things like that. And it works really nicely. So let's go back to the digital library, and we've covered that. Oh boy, we're running out of time. I'm gonna go ahead and stop screen share here. Let's see. Oh, okay. So something helpful to have would be the Young Living customer service number to call into. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that up and just share it verbally over the phone right now. And if anybody needs this, you can help
I
it.
was gonna say, does anybody have it memorized? Because I know a couple of us do.
Oh, well, good job. Do you want to say it from memory?
Go ahead, Cricket.
800-371, whoops, 800-371-4515. I didn't know if I was muted or not, so I had to stop and check and make sure if I was muted or not.
Isn't it 3515, right?
3515.
3515.
Yep.
Yeah,
Isn't that what obviously that isn't what I said, but
you're good.
You're
Yep.
good
I'm
because I
so
knew
distracted
exactly
by
what you
this
meant.
darn wish list thing. I cannot get the wish list thing to come up.
Oh no. Huh.
I've tried, I'm on Google Chrome, I've tried Thunderbird. It does the same thing. As soon as I click on wish list, it flashes on there and then my screen goes blank. And
Oh,
I'm like, I have to go back like 2 times in order to get back to my, so I'm gonna send an email to
mm-hmm.
I don't know, customer
Support.
support, I guess. It's not product support. So
Yeah.
I know there's a support for tech stuff, but I don't know what it is.
I've been
So
having hinky problems with my stuff today. So, and Sunday I tried doing the same thing, but it was, they were doing back office, things on Sunday. So
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I have to check out like you did. Great job checking out the different web browsers. Just
Yeah.
see which
yeah.
one will work.
Interesting. Um,
So anyway,
okay.
we got off target with the off track with the phone number, but yeah.
Well, good. Thank you for sharing that. And for those of us that are a higher rank, we have the phone number for the higher levels of leadership, but I won't share that
Yeah.
on here just for the sake of uh, replays. Okay, so now as far as resources, you guys take out a pen and paper. These are all of the resources that a brand new member of the Royal Dream Team can have access to. And of course, if you have your own specific groups, like Facebook groups, Signal groups, like team specific groups for you, definitely invite your members to join those. However, if you want them to be a part of the at-large Royal Dream Team, explain to them what Royal Dream Team is all about and how it's a 28-year-old team with Young Living led by Terry Seacrest. And we have amazing, wonderful leaders. And so many of those leaders love sharing resources and knowledge and education and things like that. And so um, of course, there's the Royal Dream Team Facebook group, and if they just go onto Facebook and search for Royal Dream Team group, they will find that group and they can click join. And then Beverly looks through there and makes sure that they're in our team and lets them join that group. And then there's also a Signal group. Debbie and I are on there because we're both not on social media. So I don't have Facebook, Insta, Telegram, any of that stuff right now. Um, but the Signal group is a great one where we post quite a bit of information and things in there. It's not as active, of course, or as many people as the Royal Dream Team, but it's a good alternative. Um, yep, to Facebook. And so then also for Wednesday Wisdom, that's open to anyone on the whole Royal Dream Team. We would love for more people to join us on a Wednesday. You know, it's a lot of time and heart and effort and everything put into the product education things. What we're doing right now is about 3 weeks of the month is focused on health education, product education. We'll choose a topic for that week and then share that topic on a Monday is usually when I'm trying to get that out. And that will be sent out through the text message as well as posted on the Facebook and the Signal group. So if you need the phone number to text the Royal Dream Team, here's what I did. It's in my phone. I actually created a contact that just says Royal Dream Team text. So I know that if I get a text message from that number, I know what it is. And the phone number for that is 719-208-4508. I'll say it again. 719-208-4508. And if a person texts the word wisdom to that number, then they will automatically be added to get the Wednesday Wisdom text message reminders. Yeah. There's other things, but I don't remember the other keywords. There's a lot of keywords we have in there. So if we do a challenge, we'll put a message out and say, hey, if you want to be part of this challenge and receive text for this specific challenge, type Minksha one or something like that, and then you'll be opted into that specific texting group. Yep. Okay, so that's a resource. We're almost done here, you guys. I hope these are helpful things to know about. And so a great place to find resources now for Young Living. There have been so many places to buy books and different publishers and such, but as of right now, Seeds of Time, and it's spelled SEED of OF, and then like the spice, THYME, seedsofTime.com. And that is Young Living's third-party publishing house. So they have the desk reference books, lots of versions of those, lots of other books and booklets, and they're starting to do some more digital courses and things like that. So Terry's books are up on Seeds of Time. And so last but not least, there's two more things. I truly believe that everyone needs an essential oil desk reference book. It is just, I call it my oil Bible. There's so many different versions out there. But Seeds of Time, I would probably say get their most current book just so that you have the most current one that everybody else is going to get. But if you can find older versions, the older versions are going to have a few more protocols and things like that that are less compliant than the new version. So don't ever get rid of your old versions of a desk reference book. The EODR second edition has some great protocols for things that we can't necessarily talk about anymore. But it's like $200 on Amazon if you go buy it. But it's worth it to have one if you can find it. And then last but not least, the amazing resources that I'm going to put up in the Royal Dream Team is three things that I recommend we have. Like if I do an event, if I teach a class, I always have these three things. And it's an order form in case a person wants to write the things down they want on an order form. The loyalty rewards information sheet, and that's just a generic sheet that has the details on loyalty. So I'll give you guys that. And then the wellness assessments. And so that is an assessment that between Mom and Bev and I and some input, we've really edited it to be most beneficial for doing those wellness assessments. And I have a sheet that just says generically contact the person who did your wellness assessment with you. So it won't have any of our contact info on it. So I'll load that up there in the Royal Dream Team. Because those three things are just things that I always take. Yeah.
Also on the Seeds of Time app, there's a one-time, I think it's a yearly fee maybe. It's $8 or $9. It's under $10. There's an amazing product support reference guide in that app too.
Yes. I have not gotten that yet, but thank you for that reminder.
That I love that app. You can, screen capture the page and send the info to somebody if they're looking for info about a particular oil or they're looking for info on a certain condition. So it's awesome.
That's great. And that's more on the go and less heavy than actually having a big book.
Yeah.
Yep. Have you ever taken a screenshot on your phone of that app and sent it to somebody?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's helpful too.
A
Good.
lot of times you have to do a couple pages, scroll up because it's so
Yeah.
much information, but it's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, understandable. Ooh, boy, that's going to be exciting. I want to go get that one. Okay, well, I think we've covered everything for today, and I know we're at time. Are there any more questions or any thoughts of something we need to know about? Was this helpful today just to have a good overview of the business basics?
Absolutely. I was thinking, boy, this is great to capture to share with all the new people that are wanting to start and figure out the tools and stuff. Well, I'll be
I
able to.
mean, how about people that have been in for 15 years who just learned about wish list and the other things? So,
Hey,
Yes,
if
I'm
y'all
yes.
new. I love it all.
yeah, crazy.
Oh, so
Thank you so much, Elizabeth.
thank
you're
you.
you are so welcome. I have been totally neglecting our friends over on Facebook, so I'm so sorry if you have written questions or comments in there. Once we get off of here, I'll go ahead and look at those comments to see if
Oh, one huge last question. How do you do Facebook and Zoom?
oh, got it. Okay. So, um, when I am in Zoom and it's already started, there's the little three dots on the bottom that says more. You know how you have to kind of move your mouse around, that panel pops up, you click more, and then you click the live stream, and it gives you different live streaming options. So you'll just select Facebook, and then either you'll need to share it on your personal profile, or if you have groups that you manage, you actually can't share into a group, but you can share onto a
Hey,
Page.
business
yep.
page. Yep. And from there
Because
you can,
Beverly's been having hiccups with that. It goes
oh,
to
Yeah.
a group to a
Okay.
page, and I'm like, oh, good Lord, where are we going next?
yep, yep,
Yeah,
exactly.
that must be why we can't share it because ours must be a page. I don't, because we can't do it.
Oh,
A group, yeah.
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 Well, you could always share it on your personal profile. And then, like what I had to do this morning is it's currently shared on Terry's personal profile, which is the only way I'm able to do it when I run Zoom. She doesn't like that necessarily, but then I go and delete it and I upload the YouTube link later for everybody to
Okay.
see.
Well,
But
yeah, I do that, but I'd like to be able to have people do it
you know,
live. So, yeah.
what I would say is just create a page that's an open page rather than it being a group because you cannot share into a group.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, like create a team page. All right. Well,
Okay. Thanks a lot.
you're welcome. Signing off for today. See you guys next.
Yep,
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you
bye.
so much. Bye.
Welcome. God bless.